Hey everybody, we're on the lush green couch at Collider. I'm here with Steven Weintraub. We're going to be doing some awesome stuff. Hey Frosty, how you been?
How you doing, Robert?
Doing great.
I like the way you took that over. That is awesome, by the way. Thank you. And I'm so serious. Okay, I got a ton of questions
I
for
just need
you.
to get a call out for this couch.
But by the way, this is the best set we've ever had at Comic-Con.
I could not tell you. The doors opened and I was like, wow, I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
And that's sincerity. It doesn't sound like it, but it is.
No, but like all the other times we've done stuff, it's like outdoors, it's in the wind, it's in the sun. This is like, you know, a bunch of questions.
Only note, next time, get a breeze coming in here so you have best of both worlds. All right, go ahead.
If I can get a silent fan, that's coming.
All right.
I just need a silent fan. Okay, so
like that.
I'm obsessed with getting more people to see movies in movie theaters. Do you have a favorite movie theater?
A favorite movie theater? You know, if I'm honest, it's the Irvine Spectrum Center in Orange County, or in Irvine. The IMAX there is the biggest IMAX screen. And so even though it's like a 2-hour drive, all you guys complaining about going to movies, I drive 2 hours to see movies all the time just to go down and see them on that screen. I will look and see what's playing on that screen and be like, oh yeah, I'll go see that. It's the best experience. I think it's like 11 stories tall. It's crazy.
Okay, moving on to the next thing. I know you like to collect things. We're here at Comic-Con. What have you bought this year, or what have you bought recently that you're really excited that you have?
I ordered those 1/12 scale Mondo real Ghostbusters figures that are limited edition, and they come with the big ghosts. So it's the cool ghosts from the old cartoon. So it's got the Sandman and Sam Hain, and I'm excited about the Ghostbusters too because I used to love that cartoon. But the Mondo guys, that it's just a great looking toys, all like very accurate, detailed, and to have the big ghosts for the first time is pretty awesome.
What's the last TV show or movie that you've seen that you really want to recommend?
Season 2 of Poker Face rips. I love Poker Face. I actually liked and thought it was cool how repetitive it got. Like, oh, okay, cool. She's going to go here and there's also going to be a murder. Crazy, but fun. But they mess with the formula so much in the second season that it is an absolute delight every single episode to be like, oh, they're changing it this way and they're changing it this way. And it's just a really remarkable show.
This guy, Ryan Johnson,
I think he might have a future.
Totally. One of the things I learned, I moderated the panel for Robot Chicken the other night. And something I learned was like very key people have to sign off on doing one of their Robot Chicken specials.
Right.
And they basically said it was like you who helped them get to be able to do Walking Dead. So talk a little bit about Robot Chicken, and was it immediate, like they called you and you're like, oh yeah, go for it?
Yeah, I mean, I talked to AMC behind the scenes and was like, I'd really like to be able to do this. And Scott Gimple was 100% on board too. And so we kind of in tandem, like talked AMC into being game to do it. And I feel like maybe Scott and I were designated the people that would, maintain the integrity of the show and make sure the Robot Chicken people didn't go too far. So oops, but I will say they kept inviting me to the writer's room. And Scott actually went and spent some time in there. I did a visit, but I just kept telling him, I was like, I want you guys to do the funny thing you do. And I don't want to be in there like pitching what I think is a Robot Chicken idea and like disrupting things. And I don't know, that special is one of my favorite things because like when I'd watch the skits, are they called skits? The little segments, they were new to me, and I wasn't in the writer's room for most of it. And so, and I got to do a voice. That was fun.
Oh, I know.
So yeah, it was just a lot of fun. And it's just one of those things where it's like, I can't believe there's a Robot Chicken episode like based on my show. It's nuts.
What comics are you currently writing / working on? Because I was researching last night and I'm like, oh shit, he's doing a lot.
What comics am I releasing and what comics am I currently working on? I'm Skinbreaker with David Finch comes out in September, but I finished writing it like a year ago. So there's a lot of promotion and prep work and approving things and getting it ready for the printer that take up some time, but I'm not actively writing that book even though it's coming out. Right now, my active writing assignments are Battle Beast, the Invincible Universe Battle Beast comic, Void Rivals, which I'm continuing for as long as I possibly can, and then Transformers. I'm taking over that with issue 25.
Yeah, I wanted to touch on Transformers. I
Yeah.
know how much you love Transformers.
Yes.
So
Did I throw you when I said a Ghostbusters toy?
no, I listen. I know about you and Optimus Prime. So, and pardon me for not knowing. Is
Sure.
this your first time writing Transformers, or have you done it?
Well, in the building of the Energon universe, Sean Makowitz and I did a lot of plotting to set things up, and so there's a lot of elements that ended up in Daniel Warren Johnson's run that we had kind of constructed, and definitely the starting point and some of the other like key things at the very beginning. But yeah, this is the first time. Well, I did write a script. My buddy and I tried to we were competing with Dreamwave when Dreamwave got the license in the early 2000s. And we were one of the runners up. And so I did write a script as part of that process, but it was over 20 years ago and that script is terrible. But it's funny because it does take place at a key point in the timeline. And so I may, if I stay on the book long enough, get to adapt that script into this series, which I'm kind of excited about, but that wouldn't be for many, many years.
What can you tease about your Transformers run?
I think that like Daniel Warren Johnson's run is near perfect. And I think there's a lot of pressure to follow him as a writer, and I feel that pressure. And so I want to maintain the like sense of propulsion and action and the drama and everything that he was infusing into these characters. And so my goal is to make the run as seamless as possible. But at the same time, I really want to add some new elements to the Transformers. I want to have something like, I want to add unique elements where you look at the Energon Universe Transformers book and you're like, that is unmistakably the Energon Universe cast of Transformers. And so there's going to be some changes that'll start to creep into the book as I get deeper into the run. But to start, when you pick up issue 25, the goal is if you love 1 through 24, 25 is just going to be a nice seamless transition as we introduce some new elements and do some cool stuff. And maybe we're going to be killing some more characters. We'll see.
How does it work for you? Because you're a very talented writer. How does it work? Like, no, but I'm being serious, like for real. And so you're coming on Transformers, you're starting with issue 25. For you, how much are you plotting? How far ahead are you like thinking about like in the writing process? You're like, okay, I'm going to plan the next 10 issues, or this is where I'd like to go in 15 issues. Like, how does that work for you in terms of writing that issue versus writing for a year from now or 2 years from now?
We have far-reaching plans for the Energon universe. So even before the first issues of anything were written, we kind of had like arcs and years kind of plotted out. Like this will be the year where this happens. This will be the year where this happens. And so we have like almost a 10-year plan. It's really just about like hitting the goalposts and getting to the things that we have planned. So there's like some connective tissue that has to be worked out. But yeah, it's fun to work on books where I spent so much time in my career going, if only this book could be successful enough for it to last this long, for me to be able to get to these ideas, and then books would collapse or I'd get fired. And now I'm at a place where, it's like if I decide that I want to get to that destination, I can. And so far range plotting is something I spend most of my time doing.
I definitely have to touch on Invincible.
Sure.
So where are you in terms of where are you in the Invincible development / process of, you know what I mean? Like what's going on behind the scenes?
We're doing like ADR for season 5. No, season 4. We're doing we're doing it. There's a lot going on.
I was reading.
So we're getting final animation, and our team is tweaking things, and we're doing ADR to like finalize the dialogue and wrap these episodes. We're in the process of wrapping season 4, so that it can be released next year. So there's like a couple episodes that are all buttoned up and done, and a couple episodes that are in very rough shape that we're getting to in the pipeline. And then season 5, we're doing animatics based on the voice records. We're like mostly wrapped on voice records. There's a couple of little bits and things to get, like finalizing design for those episodes and stuff. And yeah, it's a pretty fun process. But yeah, we're knee deep in it and working on multiple seasons at once, and it's very hectic.
Well, one of the things I remember between season 1 and season 2, you talked about that will be the longest break that's ever happened. And I realized basically every year now you're putting out a season.
That is the goal. Yes.
Yeah, which is amazing.
Yes.
So, and I don't know this, but maybe you can say it. Obviously, if Prime Video is letting you do season 5, it's successful. But have they told you, are the numbers going up every season? Or is it Like, how is the popularity of the series? Do they tell you?
I think that Prime Video should be commended because this is a show that has just now aired its third season, and we're already deep into production on season 5. They've taken a huge chance on the show just because they have seen tremendous growth from season 1 to season 2 to season 3. Season 3 by far like beat the viewership of season 2 and is like over-indexing in all kinds of metrics that I don't get full information on, but the show does very well, and I think that that is shown in how far-reaching their investment in the show is.
Yeah, and that's what I want. So when I first asked you way back when, I was asking how many seasons do you think it could be, and I want to say you said like 7. I could be wrong about that. Then I started.
I don't remember either.
Yeah, then I started seeing maybe you did it on a panel with me. It could be 10, and I've read all sorts of things. So again.
I say why not 30?
Right. So being serious though, in your mind,
I thought that was serious.
There's no way you're doing it.
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
way.
We're coming for you, Simpsons.
Right. In your ideal world, how many seasons would you like to make to tell the story that you want to tell?
I try to be vague. I have a number. I've said the number, but now I'm like, do I want people to know the exact number? So I'll say roughly 7, 8, 9 seasons would be the sweet spot to be able to complete the 144 issue story that we told in comics form, like to our satisfaction, like in a perfect world. So,
totally. But by the way, like, and I'm not. Listen,
so we'll be around for a while, definitely, we're not looking like season 5 is going to be the last season.
Yeah, I was going to say to you that there's no.
If season 5 is the last season, something went horribly wrong.
I was going to say there is no fucking way season 5 is the last season. And this brings me to my next thing, which is hypothetically behind the scenes. Are you working on 6? Are you working on 7? How much do you think about these things? Because one of the problems with
let's think about this question. Season 3 just came out.
Yeah,
you guys working on 6?
Yeah,
I working on 6.
I ask these questions, and the reason is because, but I commend you because one of the problems with streaming, and I think you'd agree with me, is the long breaks between seasons kill a show.
Yes,
and when you can release a season every year, like it looks like it's going to be going on, and I know that's murder on you guys to do that.
Yeah,
it keeps the audience. Because
correct.
It's like, season 3 just came, and then season 4, season 5, like, so
it's almost like we're doing it how TV was done for 60 years.
Right. But like, so I know that behind the scenes, you guys have to be thinking about, because it's really challenging to be writing as well as finishing episodes. And like, it's real hard.
Well, Simon Rasiopa and I have a rough roadmap of what these seasons are going to be. And so are there thoughts in the back of our mind for what season 6 is going to be? Definitely. And seasons beyond that. So, when Prime Video says, go, we're definitely ready to go. But yeah, I mean, I guess I would just say that like, we're always planning for the future. But yeah, there's no scoops here.
No, I'm not. I wasn't actually looking for.
No, I know.
Like in all seriousness, I wasn't. But one of the things, and I know I'm just about out of time.
We go for as long as I say. This is continue.
But thank you. One of the things that during the making of any show, you learn how to make the show. And I'm assuming making the first few seasons really taught you so much about like what you can accomplish for what budget with animation, et cetera, et cetera. So what are some of the big lessons you've learned making the first few seasons that has helped you tremendously with like 4 and 5?
I feel like we're finding a better balance with the show. And what I mean by that is, not breaking all of the teams involved in making the show by just writing scripts that, don't have any consideration for production. There was a little bit of that here and there. We're actually achieving bigger scope by being smarter about how we balance the scope, if that makes sense. So the show gets bigger and bigger and bigger season to season, which, is insane and very difficult to accomplish. But we've definitely learned where to, pull back and how to navigate like what's producible. In comics, there are things that are easy to draw and there are things that are hard to draw. Sure. And I know what those things are. And I can write to those things. I can go, okay, I'm going to make him spend 2 extra weeks on these pages. So I'm going to make him spend 2 less weeks on these pages. And, I can balance that. And I feel like I'm getting to a point where I can do that in animation too, which I was incapable of doing for the first few seasons.
I could keep going, but I have to stop. I'm out
I
of
think
time.
you should keep going.
No, I really.
One more question.
I swear to you.
One more question.
No. Like Perry's
Please,
gonna.
please.
Perry's gonna kill me.
Thank you so much. We're here at Comic-Con Collider. I'm Robert Kirkman. This is Steven. Thanks for watching.